favorite style savant, Kristen, and I'm so happy to be here. I have been recently going live quite a few times to really focus on the business of fashion and the business of styling. But I thought that I go live and just talk about style. Because if it wasn't for the business of style, I would not be here. If it wasn't for my business, I would not be a stylist. I would not be your favorite style savant. So I figured, now don't quote me, but I figured that on Tuesdays I'd go live and just talk about style and how, providing advice and how certain things you can do can really elevate your style and really help you to start showing up as the person that you were created to be. I work with women every single day, helping them to build capsule wardrobes, determine their body shape, understand their measurements, know what styles best flatter their shape, helping them to figure out what pieces are best needed for their wardrobe. And every single day, there's some type of conversation or some type of challenge women are having that I have to walk them through, that I have to guide them through. And there's so many tips and like advice that I give out daily. And I figured, why not go live and just talk through some of those things? A lot of the challenges and a lot of pushback that I get from women when it comes to their style really frustrates me. But look, that's a part of being a stylist. That's a part of what I do. And although it's frustrating, I know other women are going through the same thing. I know other women are believing some of the same things. So I figured I'd just go live and talk through some of those things. So today, I'm excited to talk about how fear is fracturing your style. Because so many women that I've come in contact with and that I've helped throughout my career are allowing their fear of so many things get in the way of how they are showing up and what they're wearing, even down to like different colors, different patterns, different styles. I always get so many responses like, I can't wear that, or I don't have the body for that, or I'm not the right size for that, or I don't love my arms, I don't want to wear sleeveless, or I hate my legs, I need to cover them up, or I have a midsection, I have a belly that I don't love. Like, what styles can I wear that will hide that? And it's like, no, 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 we want to stop this. I want women to feel confident in themselves. And a lot of these decisions and a lot of these choices that you're making every day when it comes to your style are being hindered because you're fearful, you don't love yourself, and you're not confident. So today I want to just talk through some of those things that are causing you to be fearful of your personal style and what's hindering and fracturing your personal style from actually moving to the next level. So, real quick, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kristen Johnson. I'm the CEO and founder of SCB Luxury Styling, where I help aspiring, sophisticated women align their inner beauty with their outer appearance. I do that through body shaping, I do that through capsule wardrobing, and I do that through confidence building. If you're not familiar with the Body Shape Bible, get familiar. I created my own body shapes that are a lot more enticing and positive for women. In the Body Shape Bible, it shows you how to take your measurements in just 3 easy steps. It shows you how to determine what your body shape is out of my own list of body shapes, and it gives you a list of styles that best flatter your shape. So many women aren't really knowing how to dress their body or where to shop or what styles to shop for because they just don't know their size and they don't know their body shape. So if that is you, then the Body Shape Bible is necessary for you. I'll make sure I drop the link in the description of this video so that you all can grab a copy. But I'm excited to hop right into this because this idea honestly was God sent for me. There are so many things, like I said previously, that are stopping women from elevating their style and showing up as their best self and really showcasing their creativity when it comes to their personal style because they're worried about all the wrong things. Y'all are worried about all the wrong things. So I have 4 different key points. I have my notes right in front of me on my computer. I have 4 different key points that I want to cover today. Definitely let me know in the comments where you all are tuning in from. Let me know what you're excited to talk through today, what you're excited to learn about today. Like I said, I'm super excited to just walk you all through these 4 key points. And if any of these things are relatable to you, definitely let me know in the comments. Again, I plan on going live every Tuesday. From here on out. I say that because I'm like, do I want to commit? Do I want to commit to every Tuesday? I do. But as a business owner, things change weekly. Life changes weekly. My schedule doesn't look the same every day. So I'm going to hope and pray that Tuesdays are my day for y'all. All right, so let's hop right into it. So, first on my list is the fear of judgment, y'all. The fear of judgment. Y'all are allowing your personal style to be hindered and fractured because you're afraid of being judged by other people, being judged by people you don't know, being judged by people who you do know, being judged by family, being judged by friends, being judged by coworkers, being judged by team members, being judged by everybody. The only person who can judge you is God. God is the only person that can judge you. No one else has the ability, although they try, no one else has the ability to judge you. And I get that judging people is natural. Whether you judge someone vocally or whether it's just a thought that comes into your mind, it's something that's a natural human trait. I get it. But what we need to understand is that because it's natural, it's gonna come inevitably, if that's the right word. So it's important for us to not allow that to stop us. We're gonna be judged regardless from other people. It's gonna happen. So it's important for us to get into a space where we don't care. It's a process. It's a process to get to a space where you don't care about what other people say or think about you. It's a process. But it's something that we have to get past, and it's something that we have to work on if we want to elevate our personal style and really start showing up as the best person that we were created to be. People's judgment it doesn't make or break us. We know who we are. But I will say, when it comes to personal style, you want to make a good impression on people. If you don't want to make a good impression on people, maybe you shouldn't be here. Maybe this live is not for you. We want to make a good impression on people. So I get, worrying about what other people are thinking. But as long as you feel confident in what you're wearing, as long as you feel good in what you're wearing, that's all that matters. So it's important to remember that. I said in my notes, many women hesitate to express their style because they're afraid of what others will think. So many of you, have been dressing yourselves your entire life. Many of you maybe not have even worked with a stylist before. So people are used to seeing you a certain way. People are used to seeing you show up a certain way, whether you have your signature style or whether you have your go-tos or your style uniform. People are seeing you show up in a certain way and they're used to it. So when you come in to the same place that you've been going into every day for years, and now all of a sudden you look different, or you're showing up different, or you're wearing something that's completely different from the norm than what they're used to seeing, they're confused. They're like, wait a minute. Whether good or bad confusion, they're like, wait a minute, this is new, this is different. I'm not used to seeing you like this. So, it's natural for them to respond in a certain way. I get it. But just because something is new doesn't mean it's not a good thing. Change is good. Change is good. Our bodies are going to change. Our personal style is going to change. We as people are going to evolve and change. So, with that comes something new, something different, something that we probably have never tried before. I know a lot of women are in a space where they're getting older. I'm getting older. We're all getting older. So when we mature and we grow into the person that, like I mentioned, we were created to be, how we see ourselves and how we see the world and just how we see certain situations, our point of view changes. So what we used to think was beautiful, or what we used to think was nice looking or cool or appropriate, is no longer going to be that. We're not going to think like that anymore. Now we're thinking something new. So you have to be okay with change. You have to be okay with, when you do change, that people are they may not always say something, but if they do, you have to be open to that. You don't have to receive it if it's negative. You don't have to listen to it if it's negative. If it's positive, that's a great thing. That's a plus. Many of you will receive a lot of positive judgment. And I guess judgment can be considered a positive word. It doesn't always have to be negative. But in this sense, if you do have some positive judgment, that's a good thing too. Because, like I said, people are seeing you in a new light and in a new space. And you're seeing yourself in a new light and new space. So you can't expect people to not say something. But if it's negative, I don't want you to hold on to that. I don't want you to receive it and feel like you have to now go back to what you were wearing or go back to how you used to be. Because change is good. Confidence is what makes any outfit work. So no matter what you're putting on, hey girl, hey, no matter what you're putting on, you have to be confident in that, regardless. Regardless of what people are judging you about, regardless of what people are saying, regardless of people's comments and thoughts, you have to be confident no matter what. Because style is so subjective. Like I talked about last night, I had my first session with my students for my program, Style to Impact. And I talked about how style is so subjective, how we see certain things and how and what people believe is to be beautiful isn't always the same for everybody. So just because I think this blue button up is cute and presentable doesn't mean that everybody feels that way. Some people may hate button ups. I don't know. But their preferences and how they feel has nothing to do with me. I like this. I think this is clean. I think it's put together. This is my style. I love rolling up my sleeves. I love styling it. I love layering it. This is my style. Personal style is personal. So remember that. The more you own your style choices, the more others will respect them. So if you're confident, if you stand firm in your choices and you don't waver, you don't hesitate, people will come around. Maybe they might start copying you. They might just start doing that. But fear of judgment is one thing that is holding you back. Another thing is holding you back is fear of making the wrong choices. Now, when it comes to style, sometimes, like I said, style is subjective. So, like I said, what you think is beautiful, someone else may think is ugly. But in this case, sometimes you can make the wrong decision as far as choosing a piece that doesn't quite flatter your shape, choosing pieces that don't quite really complement your complexion or complement your body or complement your beauty. Sometimes you can make the wrong choice, but 9 times out of 10, you're thinking too hard. Just try it. Just see how you feel. Just put it on and see what happens. A lot of us aren't even getting to the point where we're actually making a choice because we're so afraid that we're going to make the wrong choice. Make a choice. Choose. The whole thing about personal style is experimenting, trying new things, seeing what works. What makes it personal is that it's personal to us. So just because you don't see everybody else wearing this one thing doesn't mean that it's the wrong choice. Just because you've never tried it before or you're not really sure, you're hesitant, doesn't mean it's the wrong choice. Usually when you're hesitant about something that's new, when you're hesitant and you feel anxious about it, 9 times out of 10, you're making the right choice. Those are side effects of making the right choice. When you're not really sure, when you're hesitant, when you're like, I don't know, I sometimes that means you're making the right choice. So trust yourself when it comes to style. Like I said, it's subjective, but there is also no right or wrong direction you can go into. Now, you can learn from your mistakes. Now, if you feel like, oh, I probably shouldn't have worn this today, okay, it's a thought. Now you can go back home and make the right choice or make a better choice the next day. But don't allow your fear of making the wrong choice stop you from even making the choice. Whether it be you deciding on if you want to purchase a dress, or whether it be you deciding on if you want to wear these certain color pants, just wear it, just purchase it and see what happens. See what happens. Some women feel stuck because they don't trust themselves to make good style decisions. You have to trust yourself, at least to make the first decision. Now, if you've made multiple decisions and you keep feeling like you're making the wrong decisions, maybe you should hire someone to help you. You don't know everything. That's okay. A lot of you are trying to be stylists yourselves. And sometimes that just isn't the right decision to make. That's the wrong choice to make. Trying to do something that you're not necessarily that good at. There's so many people out here that are good at doing certain things that you may need help with. Knowing your weaknesses and strengths. So understanding what you're not that great at and being able to hire someone to do that thing is such a great choice to make. That's a good choice. Making sure that, if I need help with something, or if I'm not sure how to do something, or if I'm not clear on how to do something, but I've tried multiple times and it's just not really working, you can make the choice to hire someone to help you, to guide you. There are experts out here that are experts at style and fashion, and they know exactly what is going to work for you. So seek some help, seek some guidance, seek some wise counsel, and ask for help. We've been our own personal stylist for our entire lives. So there are certain styles, there are certain brands, there are certain colors, there are certain fabrics that you probably have never tried before because you're constantly gravitating towards the same things that you're used to. But when you work with an expert, that expert, if they're good at what they're doing, should push you out of your comfort zone just a little bit and give you a different perspective on what your style can look like for you. A stylist isn't meant to change you. A stylist isn't meant to dress you how they would dress themselves. A stylist isn't meant to force you into being someone that you're not. That's not what a stylist does. A personal stylist. A personal stylist, aka a style savant, is someone that learns about you, builds a relationship with you, and understands where you are in your journey and meets you halfway. A good stylist builds a relationship with you, and they should be your friend. They should be able to ask questions and learn about who you are, what you do every day, your lifestyle, your preferences. But it's also up to you to be open, like I said, to trying new things, being pushed out of your comfort zone, and seeing what else is out there. Because having great style is really about, is so many things. But what I'm talking about right now is having the ability to experiment and try new things, trying things that you could have never tried before. And if you try it and you're like, yeah, this isn't for me, that's perfect. That's all right. Not everything that you try for the first time is going to be, this is for something that's for you. Like, this is for me. I love that. This is perfect. Not everything is going to work that way. So being open to the process, being open to trying things, and not allowing the fear of making the wrong choice get in the way of your great style. There is no wrong choice when you're dressing for yourself. No wrong choice. Now, there are better choices that can be made, but there is no wrong choice because you don't know what you don't know. So trust yourself, trust the process. Start by wearing what makes you feel good and refine from there. So start with your favorite colors, start with your favorite patterns, start with your favorite fabrics, start with your favorite styles, and go from there. Whether you love white button-ups, okay, maybe tomorrow try a blue one. Maybe the next day try a yellow one. Maybe the day after that try a pink one and see how you feel. Slowly but surely experiment with different styles and different colors and different fabrications and see what works for you. All right, so the next one is the fear of standing out. Y'all are so used to looking like everybody else. It is insane. Why? I never understood. I never understood why people feel like they need to be twins or triplets or quadruplets. Why do you want to look like everybody else? I don't get it. You feel as though, and I'm making assumptions, but I'm going to assume, you don't want to stand out and you want to blend in because a lot of you connect standing out to something negative or like looking crazy. And just because someone stands out doesn't mean they look crazy. Just because someone stands out doesn't mean they are getting negative, comments said about them. That doesn't mean that. Standing out can be a positive thing. Standing out can be a good thing. And standing out doesn't have to be loud. It does not have to be loud. You can stand out without being loud. You can stand out without being bright. You can stand out without wearing crazy colors and crazy patterns. When I say stand out, I mean looking different from everybody else. If everybody's wearing one thing and gravitating towards one thing, maybe gravitate towards what you like. That's already different because it could be different from what everybody else is wearing. That's why I don't really love trends as much as I feel like a lot of people do. So many of you are trying to keep up with everything that's trending. And trends can be fun, don't get me wrong. That gives you an opportunity to experiment and try new things. But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you all live by these trends. You all wait and see what's trending, and as soon as you see what's up next, you go and hop on that. You go and hop on that trend, and you wear that until the next trend comes out, and you do the same thing over and over again. It's like a cycle. And that is not what trends are supposed to be. That is not what they're supposed to do, at least in my eyes. Trends give you an opportunity to try something new, like I mentioned. They give you an opportunity to really see what else you like and really expand your preferences and your palette when it comes to style. There may be trends that are new that no one has ever tried before. It's like, oh, that's new. I don't know if that'll work for me, but let me go ahead and try it. Or what happens often in fashion is that a lot of these trends repeat themselves. So wide leg jeans, or even skinny jeans, or even, I don't know, sweater vests, certain things like that. That can be trending one season and then the next season they're no longer trending. But that doesn't mean you have to stop wearing those pieces if you love them. I love wide leg jeans. I don't care if they're trending or not. I'm going to continue to wear them for as long as I can. I love how they look on my body. They flatter my shape. They make me feel good. They're very versatile. And they're just my go-to. So it's really a matter of understanding what you like and what makes you feel good. And hop on that. Hop on the trend of wearing what makes you feel good. Hop on the trend of wearing what makes you feel the most confident and what you like. It's about you. Personal style is about you. It's not about anybody else. It's about you and what you like. Who cares what's trending? Who cares what everybody else is wearing? It's so many styles that are classic that will never go out of style that you can gravitate towards. A button up. A button up will never go out of style. I will continue to wear a button up until I die. I love a button up. Now, for some of you, a button up may not be the most flattering. It may not fit well. It may not look that great on you. And that's fine. There are other styles that are similar to collared shirts or button ups that you can gravitate towards that will look good on you. So it's just a matter of finding what you love, but also making sure that what you love actually flatters and complements you and your body. Many women play it safe with neutral colors and basic pieces to avoid attention. Neutral colors are great. I think everyone should have a plethora of neutral colors in their wardrobe, but I also truly believe that color should be included in your wardrobe too. If you are wearing black for your entire life, like all the time, all you wear and gravitate towards is black, you need to try some color. Black is not the only color that is out there, y'all. I think I did a YouTube short or a post about this a while ago. For a long time, I hated the color black. I hated it because it felt like I wasn't trying. It felt like I wasn't being creative. It felt like I could do more. Like, I'm playing it safe. It felt very safe. Black is very safe to me. And I feel like a lot of you, many of you, are playing it safe. Whether you are playing it safe because you're afraid you're making the wrong choices, whether you're playing it safe because you're afraid of judgment, whether you're playing it safe because you just don't know what else to go for, you're playing it safe. So I want to encourage you in 2025 to step out of your comfort zone. Now, you don't have to take a huge leap outside of your comfort zone. Nobody's telling you to wear an all yellow outfit. But I want to encourage you to start including some color. It can be soft colors. This color blue, this isn't loud. This isn't this isn't scary, at least for me. It's a very soft shade of blue, very neutral. There are other colors that I like to consider non-traditional neutrals, like your light blues, like your olives, like your burgundies, like your deep purples, like your soft pinks, your soft greens, grays. What else? Even yellow could be considered a neutral. If it's a pastel, that could be a nice neutral. A butter yellow. Pastels are neutrals to me. Jewel tones are neutrals to me. Even animal prints are neutrals to me. Animal prints are neutral. Black and white, they're neutral. So for zebra print, you can wear that with anything. Leopard print is brown and black. Those are neutrals. You can wear that with anything. There are so many different prints and styles and colors that exist that we don't gravitate towards because we're afraid of standing out. And I don't want you to be afraid to stand out, because you don't have to be loud when you stand out. You can be very quiet, you can be very subtle, but still be different and unique from what everybody else is wearing. Style isn't, it's, well, I'm trying to read my notes so I can make sure I don't miss any points. Style is meant to be a form of self expression. Instead of thinking about standing out, focus on showing up as your best and most authentic self. So stop worrying about what everybody else is saying and doing and wearing. Only focus on you. And I'm not saying that in a what's the right word? Um, I was gonna say misogynistic, but I don't even think that's the right word. I'm not saying this in a narcissistic way at all. I'm not saying this in a narcissistic way, but I think it's important to have yourself at a higher level. Put yourself on a pedestal. Put yourself on your list of priorities and allow yourself to be number two. Number one is God, of course. And number two, maybe children, if you have children or if you have kids. And then next on the list is you. Prioritize yourself. Prioritize what you like. Figure out what you like, what you love, and gravitate towards that. And if you like your neutrals, cool. But I'm sure there has to be a color out there that exists that you actually like. You're just not really sure how it's going to look on you because you've never tried it. So I want this to be the year. I want this to be the season that you try it. Spring is coming. Spring and just a change in season in general is the perfect time to try something new. We're transitioning into warmer weather. We're transitioning into lighter colors, light and airy fabrics. We're transitioning into maybe some knitwear, some layering styles. Try something new as the season changes. That's the perfect time to try something new. And last but not least, you have the fear of letting go. And I'm sure I talked about this before when I talk about holding on to pieces that no longer suit you, or just not getting rid of things that no longer fit you or that no longer align with who you are as a person. You have a fear of doing that. You have a fear of letting go. You have a fear of letting go of what used to be. And today I want to encourage you to let go. Like I said earlier, we evolve over time. Our bodies change, our preferences change, what we like, what we love, what we don't like, what we don't love. All of that changes as we get older. All of that changes as we go through life. All of that changes as life changes, as the seasons change. All of that happens. So it's important for you to learn to let go, love to let go. Holding on to clothes that no longer fit your life, body, or style is a sign of resistance to change. And I get that change can be very scary. I get it. It's new, it's something that you've never experienced before. I completely understand all of that. But change is good. Change is good. The world is changing around us right now. Some of the world is changing for the worse. Some of it changing for the better. But I know for me, I love change. I get excited when things change because I get bored very easily, y'all. I get bored very easily. I don't know if any of y'all can relate with what I'm saying in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you also get bored very easily. If you get bored very easily like me, I understand. I always need something fresh and new to look forward to. So when new collections come out, when the seasons change to a different temperature, or when the leaves grow on the tree, when the leaves change colors on the tree, when the leaves fall off the tree, changing my hair, changing my makeup routine, switching up my style a little bit, changing my nail color. I love change. After a while, the same thing just gets really old and stale. So you should want something new, the change of scenery. I'm sure many of you love traveling just to get away from your current state and your current like scenery. So we all love change. We actually all love change. We just like change in certain ways. But today I'm encouraging you to love the change of just the way you look and how you're showing up and what you're wearing. Change is good, especially when other people see that change and they love it. And again, it's not about other people's judgment, but I will say when people compliment you, that makes you feel so much better. When you change something and when you do something different that you've never done before, and then you get a compliment, that makes you feel so good. Y'all, I lie to you not. So I went out on Saturday during the day. I live in Baltimore and CIAA was here. I think they've been coming here for like the fourth year. This is like their fourth year being here. CIAA, if you're not familiar, is when D1 college basketball teams come and they compete. So I've been done with college. I graduated college almost 10 years ago at this point. And so I don't really pay attention to CIAA, but I have a boyfriend who is into sports. So that's what happens. So we actually went to a fan fest and I was trying to figure out what to wear. Now I had already like put together an outfit. I had a variety of like shoes that I was going to choose from. Something kind of sporty, something comfortable, but still put together. So I actually layered one of my button ups. It was this one actually with a sweatshirt over top, very sporty but like preppy. And then I threw on a pair of cargo pants, and then I threw on a pair of sneakers. Cool. This is Lady L says Charlotte used to host CIAA for years before Baltimore got it. Yeah, it was a Charlotte thing. I went to school at North Carolina A&T, so Charlotte was everything. I actually never went to CIAA when I was at school though. Charlotte is far from Greensboro. It's probably like an hour, I want to say, from Greensboro. And I didn't have a car in college, so I was not traveling to Charlotte too often. But I know Charlotte is the home of CIAA. Um, and I apologize for the extra noise. I think maintenance is outside the door. But anyway, the point that I was trying to make was that I got myself together and I threw on something sporty and I went with the pair of sneakers that I normally would wear. I went with the pair of sneakers that I would normally wear. And I wasn't really feeling it. I'm like, okay, I love these shoes, but I'm not really loving these shoes with this outfit. But I had brought multiple pairs of shoes, like I mentioned. So I was actually interested in wearing my Crocs. Now, y'all, I am not the type of girl that styles Crocs. That wasn't really a trend I hopped on. I didn't even purchase the Crocs that I have. They were a gift. So there are certain things, there are certain trends that are just not for me. And Crocs, I couldn't really get with it. But I've seen so many people style their Crocs in really, really cute ways. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's doable. I can do it. I just don't know if I'm comfortable with it. But at the last minute, I went ahead and threw my Crocs on with my outfit, and I was comfortable all day. And as throughout the day, they started to grow on me. My Crocs, like I said, I would normally go for a sneaker with this outfit, but I ended up going with the Crocs, and I didn't regret that decision. I wasn't mad at that decision. So I wore the Crocs all day. We went to the second event, and we actually ran into two women that we knew. Me and my boyfriend, we ran into two women that we knew. He actually knew one of the women, and I knew the woman that she was with. So we spoke, we, said our hellos. And the woman that I knew, she said, Are you still styling? I said, Yeah, still styling, still doing me. And she's like, You look really nice. I love your outfit. Y'all, like I said, okay, now that rang the doorbell. Give me 1 second.
Hi, how you doing?
Hello,
You
good.
don't have anything running over in the kitchen. I got water downstairs.
Now I can check. I
Yeah,
don't know.
would you please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Nope, doesn't look like it. Nope, it doesn't look like it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Uh-huh.
Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. Very ghetto. That has never happened before during a live. But we're gonna wrap up in just a bit. What was I saying? So I received a compliment from a woman when I decided to wear something that I had never worn before. So when you receive compliments, it just gives you so much more confidence with your style. Like especially when you're doing something new. Like I said, Crocs are not really my thing. I have been wanting to like try it out, and I usually wear them very casually. Like if I'm just running errands, or not even that. Usually when I'm just going to the nail salon, I'll slip a pair of Crocs on and just call it a day because they're easy. But when I'm going out and about, when I'm, outside and I'm seeing people that I may or may not know for the first time, and, I'm just trying to look cute and presentable, a pair of Crocs is not something that I would gravitate towards. So I say that to say I tried it and I got a compliment, y'all. I got a compliment. So I was actually afraid. I'm not going to lie. I was afraid of, what was I afraid of? I was afraid of change. I was afraid of change. I was afraid of making the wrong choice. I just felt like, although, like I said, you can't necessarily, when it comes to style, make the wrong choice, but you can make better choices. But I just was afraid that my outfit didn't look the way that I wanted it to look. So it was more so me. I wasn't really worried about what other people were going to say. It was more so my thoughts and my opinions. So when I received that compliment after trying something new, it made me feel so much better, y'all. So I just want to wrap this up. And like I said, I wanted to just really talk through some of the fears that are fracturing your personal style. And I hope this was helpful to you. If you're trying to elevate your style, if you're trying to hone in on your personal style, figure out a signature style for you, or even just really do something different in 2025, I hope that this conversation really encourages you to stop allowing fear to fracture your style. So, just a quick recap, y'all. So, the fear of judgment, fearing that other people are going to judge you in a negative way. We want to stop that. Fear of making the wrong choice, feeling like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure, you're hesitant about the style choices that you're making. Stop that. Like I said, there is no wrong choice, but you can make better choices. And when you make at least one choice, you can grow from that and you can move from that. And then you'll be able to make better choices moving forward. Fear of standing out, feeling like you don't want to stand out in a negative way. But standing out doesn't always have to be negative. Standing out can be very subtle. Standing out can be different, but it doesn't have to be loud. You can stand out with neutrals. You can stand out with just certain styles. You can stand out with just feeling good and feeling confident and trying something new. Trying something new, but it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It can be something very, very subtle. And last but not least, the fear of letting go, because you're afraid. You're afraid that you, it's so many things when it comes to the fear of letting go. It's so many things. Um, you're afraid that you're getting rid of who you used to be when you let go of pieces. You're afraid, you're getting rid of a piece of you when you're getting rid of things or trying something new. But it doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be that. Holding on to clothes that no longer fit your life, your body, and your style is a sign of resistance to change. But evolving your wardrobe is a reflection of your personal growth. So you have to understand that when you do change and when you let go of things, you're growing as a person. And growth is good. Growth is good, y'all. So I hope this was helpful to you all. Like I said, I'm going to try to start going live and talking about style and encouraging you to elevate your style and make better choices with your style and intentional choices with your style every Tuesday. I don't have a set time just yet, but you'll see me go live when you see me. Now, if you missed this live, you can always go back and watch the replay because it will be available on my channel. So let me know in the comments if you really learned something, if you love this topic, if there's something that you've been struggling with when it comes to your fear that is holding back your style. And again, definitely make sure you like this video, share it with anybody who you feel as though needs it, and make sure you comment and let me know your thoughts about this topic. And if there's any other topic that you'd like me to cover, definitely let me know that as well. But thank y'all for joining in with me this week. I will see you next time, and I hope y'all have a great rest of the week. Bye.